Oh, great. So, hi, we are from Frozenbyte. I'm Lauri, and he's Joe. And
Lauri is our CEO, and I'm the Business Development Director. And we are now in the final stretch of our development on our first PC game called Shadowgrounds. It's going to be released in October, and we are kind of following Bugbear's tracks because our summer is quite hectic, and we are about 1.5 months from Goldmaster, so we didn't prepare as nice a presentation as Jussi did, but I hope you enjoy the presentation anyway. And we will not be talking much about Shadowgrounds as it is now, but instead we focus on the history of the game and on the company and what we have learned in the process. And without further ado, we present you the story of Frozenbyte.
So it's going to be a story of how 2 guys moved to 16 guys. You can see only 11 guys on here because we took this picture yesterday and 5 of us fell down from our office roof. So also we tell how we moved from basement office to a real office. And finally, how we made first 2D games, freeware games, and now we are finalizing a real commercial game. So at the very beginning we had 2 guys doing very small games which usually never got finished. That was back in 1998, high school time. And we did a couple years, a couple games, never released anything. And then we decided to, after army, we will start a real game project. Anyway, we didn't know how to do it, but actually we started it. So we licensed a 3D engine and started doing a real game. We just planned it will be finished in 4 months or so. So this is what it looked like. Actually, there's nothing to play. It was just a 3D scene where was one guy running.
Hello. Okay. So I'll bring you another mic.
Okay. It's not working. 1, 2. Okay. Sounds like we are back online. Okay, so the guy was just running there with preset animation, nothing was playable, and well, it was running on computer, yeah, not wide here. So cool looking scenes and cool looking guy. So we moved on and we made a technology demo and we released it. And that was 2001 August, September. And with that release we got more people to our team and we started to grow bigger. And actually back then we also found our company. So what we have learned from the beginning, it's very good to finalize one small game first when you start. Unlike us. And your first game should not be GTA 3 or World of Warcraft. It should be Tetris. And your second game should be Tetris 2. So basically, just do something small and finish it. Release it and maybe sell it as a server. Then when you move bigger scenes like this, you could maybe license out or get a free 3D engine and start building a game. What other we learned from this technology demo, you should do a game, not technology demo. No one is interested about your great hate map systems, because everyone is doing them. You need a real game, something gameplay. Like, we had an idea of mushroom collecting game. No, that was an idea, never got implemented. Too bad. So we moved on, and it was just like a hobby we did among our studies and stuff. So we had weekly meetings. Here someone is speaking, very motivated about the millions we are going to make next week. And the rest are very interested in chat. We had some neat plans. Yeah, I did tons of those, and no one was interested. That was 2002, early beginning, I guess. So, even when we studied, we actually managed to finish a playable demonstration, and we neatly packaged it and shipped it around the world to about 5 publishers or so. And this was going to, I know it was going to E3 actually. Yeah. No, people are bored like usual. It was all handmade, as you can see. Oh, thanks.
Please keep it quite close to your mouth.
Okay. Yeah. Just say if I'm too loud or too silent or unknowing or anything. So, like I said, it was all handmade. Well, like it's actually we are still doing handmade our demonstrations, but it's a bit better now.
Truth be told, we didn't really know what we were doing, so we just knew a couple of publishers, sent them some demos, and that was it. The packages that we made in 2003, well, they weren't really that good. And looking back, I think it's no wonder that we didn't get any interest.
Yeah, I guess no one even answered us or something like that. Yeah. Well, it was with 8 pieces, and half of them are still at my locker.
I think the cover looks pretty good anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna eBay this when we made a couple of games more. So what did actually it look like? We have some screenshots here. It was a cool strategy game. You controlled 6 guys. Well, that has 4, but you actually had 6.
So now it's really starting to look like a game.
And it actually had some gameplay. You could control those guys, point and click, and use their eyes and stuff. Some firing was okay. It works. Yeah. Yeah, it has had. Oh, we had our own editor too. What I could say now. It's maybe better to use ready tools and stuff and just focus on the gameplay, not doing all the 3D engines and editors and stuff by yourself. But it was back then, and we didn't know what was the best way to do the thing.
Yeah, well, basically we learned the hard way, so I mean that's good as well, in a sense that at least now we know what we shouldn't do. So.
Yeah, great editor. Yeah. Okay, let's see this actually we have trailers among our way, so you can see how it has progressed since then. We are going to show the first of our trailers. This is from 2003 E3 we did, and it's our old strategy game. Okay, that was it back in May 2003. We showed that to a couple publishers in E3, and no one was giving us crap loads of money like we thought. So, back then we still were doing this part-time among our studies and stuff. But just right after that, we decided to start doing like real people rework at one basement. And we did the whole summer 2003 with 7 guys in a basement of a small house in outskirts of Helsinki. So, it's very dark and gloomy. Like all real game companies, we have been in a basement, and here's a fair picture. It really looks like a basement. So we were looking, can we get electricity there? Here's our first bug. Now we have tons of bugs in our game, but this is our very first. Some cleaning. Oh, we had a nice outdoor area too there. And setting up a real office. We actually had our company mail bought here. So, mailman was pretty looking at us. So here are our programmers corner. They are debugging something. It was actually only 7 guys back there. Artist is doing concept art. We have a mascot there. Here are first sketches of our basic monster Venture. He's still in there, but a bit changed. And game has crashed once again. Company offered free meals for the guys who work it. We actually didn't get any pay, but we get free meals. So French fries and fish fingers, since they are most cheapest. And here's our stray cat who came eventually. Here he's eating our shoes. And here he has disconnected our electricity. And here we're restarting computers after electricity broke down. Now here's our very first cutscene. You are going to see it in our next trailer, which we are going to show you in no time. Oh, we did another CD package which we sent to some publishers, and the result was the same as usual. Let's see some screenshots from back then version.
Yeah, so actually we changed the game concept at the seller, so we didn't feel quite right with the strategy game. We couldn't get the gameplay right, so we made a drastic decision to make the controls for only one guy, and this is the end result.
Yeah, we thought something about developing for Xbox. So we thought this would be very cool on Xbox. Doom-like top-down shooter with some lighting effects and stuff. So this is what we did actually in 3 months back in the basement. It's very cool action. Still the dynamic terrain is there. Trees can fall. A lot of darkness. And some monsters. Actually we had 2 monsters back then. So it looks like the same. And of course we did a trailer like I promised. We're going to show that too. So, pretty cool stuff. So that was what we did in the basement and what we learned there. Number one is working together is very efficient. Anyway, since our studies were again beginning, we decided to move back to old form and study a bit more and try to finish the game or do it better. Well, very soon we noticed that it's nothing like to do when we did together. It was so fast and went smooth and good, and you all see how great it was back then. So we thought a couple months and decided to move to our very own premises to Helsinki Center, Kamppi. And we started in 2004 at our own office and continued doing the game as it was. And now we were full-time, actual game development company. Oh, still we didn't get paid, but we at least did 8-hour days, every day, every weekday. So, everyone is working hard. And
why did you get the financing at that stage?
We actually didn't have any financing at that stage. We just made it on our own. Premises were pretty cheap and own computers and stuff. This guy is gonna sign autographs after the show. We did another trailer back then, so let's see how it has changed now.
We also learned that it's probably a better idea to make shorter trailers, so this is only 1.5 minutes. This stage, we were finally getting the gameplay feel good, and well, we still had a long way to go, but this was our E3 2004 trailer. We were at there and showed it to a couple of publishers, and actually got some interest, although nothing that lasted very long, but still at least some interest, and we felt pretty confident in the game concept at this stage. And we just carried on and developed the game more and more.
Yeah, after that we learned that creating a game is one thing and selling the game is the other thing. So we started to try to be more professional in the selling stage too. And in 2004, December, we moved to Game Connection in France, where we presented our game with some neat posters and stuff. It was not like E3, but every developer had his own booth, and we had pre-scheduled half-an-hour meetings there with publishers, and we had 34 meetings, and actually 32 of them actually came to hear what we had to say and eat our candies and stuff. So here we are in a small booth, setting up the things. It was actually Finland's Independence Day, the day we were there, first day we were there. And back in Finland, summarizing what we got and how it went. And so
we actually one of our contracts that we signed just a month ago or so actually started from Game Connection. So it's a pretty good event, and we are going there again this year. And
yeah, I would say it's the best event to sell your game when you have the don't game or something playable or trailer. And where we are now. We have 2 trials left. Actually, this is what we had nearly in the...
Yeah, this next trailer is our E3 2005 trailer, and we finally got the hang of the selling process and got some meetings with publishers there, and the meetings went well. We got some interest, and well, the trailer is getting quite close to what the game is looking right now.
Some of you may have noticed a slight increase in the details and gameplay and stuff along the way. I hope so. So here are current screenshots from our game. Not final, but current.
And actually, before we go into these screenshots, it's probably another war story, like it used to said one. And ours is that our game was called Playground for I don't know, 3 months ago or so, and 3D Realms contacted us in March or something like that, yeah, and basically told us that they were working on Prey, and that was like a shock to us. And although we knew that they had the trademark for Prey, we didn't really think that they were actually developing it. So we were quite surprised. And well, basically they told us that we should change the name of our game.
Or else.
Yeah, so we changed the name, and it took a little, made our publicity plans go to hell, but oh well. And we changed the name to Shadowgrounds, so that's the final name.
Yeah, we are pretty happy with the current name. Even we would think Playground would be the final, but it wasn't. So here we are now. Game looks, well, we would say cool, but you can decide it too. And let's see our final trailer. It will summarize, well, current. It will summarize where we are now and how it has progressed. Okay, that was where we are now, and actually it's good time to that thing to blow up since we have no more pictures or photos to show. To mention where we are now, we got most of territories covered. We have signed publishing deals. We are negotiating a couple of deals more, but the game is coming out in September, October in most territories. And that was shortly our story. Do you have any questions or comments or anything?
You were saying you didn't have financing for quite a long. How did you manage to keep the team together? I mean, for example, your programmers could find some payable job out there and just study, well, work on some other project which had already financing or something. How did you manage to keep the team together when you didn't have money?
Well, basically we didn't eat for 1 year. Well, we had company, so most of our workers were stockholders, and I just spoke them 2 hours a day for the millions and stuff we could get. And they believed it for 4 years and still are working for us. Actually, we got some private funding at summer 2004, and we got Tekes project. And we have managed with that. So our payroll started in 2004, September.
So Tekes is the Finland's technology center, whatever. So they funded us a little.
Yeah, they finance great technical projects which are very, very great looking and stuff.
But if we look at 2003 and the early days, I think it was just everyone's motivation to get into the games industry. And we knew that we were onto something, so we wanted to see it through. And obviously, because we were all students, we were able to have some time to work on the game, actually. So we didn't really need money to live, but now we do. So,
yeah, when you get money, you actually need it. When you don't have money, you don't need it.
Yeah, and I mean, when you get old, you have kids, wife, and stuff, so own house. And
yeah, it happens too. Yeah. Any other questions?
I'm just curious about how old were you guys when you first started on the original game?
The question was how old we were when we started. Both me and our another coder were 20. Just finished the army and young and stupid. Yeah.
How did you manage to get your way into the business? How did you learn it? And did you have anyone to help you with the company forming and marketing?
well, it was mostly trial and error.
Yes, that's why it took 4 years.
Yeah.
We could do it in 2 years if we knew there was people to help. But actually, the Finnish game industry is pretty small, and the companies do help each other by commenting your stuff and what you should do. And
yeah. For example, Bugbear's Jussi has helped us a lot, gave us comments and stuff. So we're really grateful for that.
And there's some idea in Finland to fund your own company. But you really should find your company before you have a product to sell, because you can do the game without the company. Was there any other questions?
You mentioned something about publishing deals. Does the territories you mentioned include Finland and North Europe?
Basically, yes. So it's going to be released in Finland too.
Yeah, but we haven't actually signed the actual deal yet. But we are negotiating with our basically our friends or so, who we know.
Yeah, well,
from many years behind. So
coders want some bread, so we have to get more money. Yeah, of course. When we're together doing it in a real office with real hours, work hours and stuff, we of course managed to do it a lot better. I would say it's 5 times faster and it's professional.
Yeah, it was also very easy. If any problems came up or new gameplay ideas, you could just discuss them with there. So.
Yeah, you knew who to hang.
The staff that is working for you, the people, are they all your friends, or which is the way to recruit your?
Well, we started as 2 friends, and I guess we are some kind of friends all, but we have recruited just with money people who are not working us unless they get paid.
Yeah, we are friends now, but for example, I joined in 2003, and I was just hanging in the IRC channel that these guys had, and then it just came up that they needed someone to write some documents, and I said, yeah, I could try, and I went there, we chatted a little, and well, that was it.
Yeah, back then it was, hi, do you want to do a game? Okay, cool, let's do it. Nothing really back then, but now it's different.
So basically, we had like 3 years during which time we actually recruited new people. So we didn't do it all overnight. It took a lot of time, but we found people who are very motivated, and I think none of the people we have very few people have left the company. It's only a couple of guys who never really did much. So it's pretty good that we have been able to keep all the people that joined us.
So how many people do you have, and do you need more?
16 now, and we probably need more in a couple of months. So please send your applications. You can find the email addresses from our website, Frozenbyte.com.
How about 22 more people?
Well, if you bring 2 million euros with you, it's okay. But it's gonna cost a lot of it.
Well, we are always open to business ideas, and
yes, definitely. Tell us your ideas, and we can discuss more.
well, I don't know. I don't think we actually had any big fights. So
yeah.
I guess we've been lucky.
I'm fighting with the artist all the time.
Well, yeah, but we are management. We are supposed to do that.
Yeah, but no one has left doors slamming, so we have kept it together anyway.
Any more?
Okay, I guess we are done.
Yeah. I hope you enjoyed the presentation, and we thank you. Thank you for joining us, and see you next year.